You know, I'm sitting here looking at my troops, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I think it's ironic that the video that has most views of mine, which is around, I think it just hit 6,000 views. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that video. I don't really explain very much how to assemble your troops correctly, so I'm going to do a little bit of that since I have a setup for it. Do a little bit of explaining how to upgrade your troops or units effectively, because you know I didn't do a very good job, so I'll try to do a good job this time. Hopefully this gets just as many views, because that would be great. So as you can see the setup, if you know what I'm going to be talking about, you already know what I'm going to be saying. So right here I have the 7.1 blue, which is American howitzer, and then I have 3 6.5 star howitzers as well, which is the QF pounder, as I call them, the QF pounders. I also call them Howies, but whatever. So you see we can we can assemble these three to make a 7-star Howie. However, that is a bad idea. Let me explain to you something. It's what I'm doing for this one as well, for my meds. And as you can see, I just need one more 6.5 star, and I can make my first 7.1 med. So it all starts down at the beginning of the 4 stars. You don't pay attention to the 3 stars. You can't assemble them. You get rid of them. If you want to know how to do that, I have a video that actually does show you how to use the workshop. So we're going to go right here at the American troops. As you can see, we have a QF pounder. We have 2 of them, and those turn into a 4.5 star. You need to have 3 of the same exact unit to get a 4.5 star. Once you get a 4.5 star, and we're going to use this, you can use 3 from the same camp. So you can use, as you can see, you have a heavy, a tank gunner, and you can also use a light or an artillery, whatever you decide you want. And then you go to 5-star right here, which is you need the 2 of the same 5-star unit at the same camp to make one 5.5 star. Or I guess some people call them 5.1. That's weird, but you know, it's literally 5.5 star. Once you get the 5.5 star, you're gonna need you're gonna need 3 of the same units from the camp. So in this case, it could be a heavy tiger, a super heavy mouse. Well, it's not a mouse by then. I think it's like an E50 or something like that. Super heavy, and then you can also have the anti-tank gun or the tank hunters. Oh, infantry too. I forgot about those. But once you get a 6-star, right? Here's where we're getting into. You want to kind of plan these out, because it gets less. You get less and less of these as you make more. So we have a 6-star infantry, right? And in order to get a 6.1, you need 2 of the same exact unit. So you're going to need 2 of these exact infantry in the same camp. Now once you get to 6.1, this is where you can go to the 0.1. I guess it's okay now. Once you get that 6.5 or 6.1 star, you got to be careful, because especially if you are not if you're not in late game yet, this is going to be crucial to what your unit's going to be. So when you're building your 7-star, you want to make sure you know what you're getting and you know what you're getting yourself into, because when you build a 7-star, especially when it's going to be your first one, and let's say you're not spending a lot of money or you're not playing this game enough to really not worry about your units and what you're upgrading. So what you do is you can get 3 of the same units from the same, or 3 of the units from the same camp, which would be red equals Soviet, and as I said, blue is American, and gray is German. So we need 3 reds, so we can take a 6.5 medium, 6.5 howitzer, and a 6.5 infantry, right? Those are all red tanks. And you can fuse them and make a 7-star medium, which you get right here. Now to get a 7.1 or 7.5, these are again, extremely hard to get, especially when you're getting your first one. I mean, spending or not, you know, they can take quite a bit to get, especially if you don't do it right. But the tactic to getting a 7 and a 7.1 on is as follows. You do not, if you have 3 of the same 6.5 star unit, do not fuse them to get that 7-star unit. What you're going to do is wait till you have, so you're going to need 9 American units in total. 3 of them are going to be your howitzer, right? And you're going to go 1, pretend these are 2 different units, 2, 3, fuse, right? And then you go to your second one, 2, 3, fuse, 1, 2, 3, fuse, right? And instead of getting just 1 7-star, you now have 3 7-stars, which you can immediately make a 7.1. And it's not like you have to do this. It saves you so much effort. It really does, because once you do this, you only have 1 out of 3. If you save up, which getting 6.5s are not that hard, interestingly enough. If you're drawing a lot of 5-star American troops, you're going to get 6.5 pretty much no time. But so just keep drawing those tickets, man. You know, don't save those tickets up, because you need those troops. As I'm editing this, I realize I should probably address something. The fact that I'm saying, you know, American howitzers, or, you know, you're using American tanks, this isn't referring to just only American tanks and American artillery. This is to everything. I'm just using it as an example because it's what I happen to have. So I just want to get that clear, because I know it might confuse some people. Alright, let's get back. But the great thing about 7.1 units is you do not need the same type of unit to get a 7.2, which is going to be the max. Which is going to be a max unit. But that also means if you mess up on accident, somehow you didn't follow what I just told you, and you mess up anyway, like a freaking noob. Alright, I did. I messed up, but it's okay. It's good now. But if you don't follow this advice, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a 7-star, and then you just boom, boom, and you're like, oh shit. Or you make a unit that you don't want. You thought you liked it, like these. Thought you liked it, thought it was cool. And you're like, well, this kind of sucks. Don't worry, because once you make your 8-star or 7.2-star unit, you can use 3 of the same camp units to make your final unit. So if you get a 7.1 howitzer, you accidentally made a 7.1 medium, right? Those are ass. You accidentally made one of those. Oh, you're like, oh damn it. And then you have a 7.1 infantry for some reason, right? Well, you can use that to make a 7.2 howitzer, which are friggin' awesome. I really recommend you having at least 1 American and 1 Soviet howitzer in your base at all times. The American howitzer is going to help you with attacking bases, and your Soviet howitzers is going to help with defending your base. Those are like, that's like the basic, most basic you can get for breaking down those 2 units. And that's how I've learned how to use them too. If you can utilize them, and if you know you want to put your Antonia on this guy right here. So yeah, this is a quick little video, just pondering what the hell is going on in my brain when I was making that video that has 6,000 views, which I never thought, out of all my videos, I didn't think that was going to be the one. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, you guys should share this video and then have your friends check it out. If you're new to this game or to the channel, welcome. And welcome to Warpath. And I'm not the smartest in the game. I'm not the best in the game. Never claimed to be. Never claimed to know what I'm doing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But I'll still help you in any way I can. Doesn't mean I don't know nothing. Alright? With all that being said, Static is out.